and welcome to A Cup of Conversation on BRT2 TV. I'm your host, John Ghazi, and I'm lucky today to have in the studio two lovely young ladies, and they are people behind the Cyprus or Cyprus Young Women's Society. And I just met them literally minutes before this interview, introduced by a lovely common friend of ours, Hatiç. A big thank you to the teacher from TMK, Hatiç. And we're talking with the founding president of the association, Hatiç Kürşad, and also I believe we have secretary of the association, the equally lovely Eda Akdeniz. So Hatiç and Eda are joining me on today's program. Let's learn more about this fascinating group. First of all, ladies, welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you.
It's great to have you here, and I'll start with you, Hatiç, because you were the contact for us via teacher Hatiç. Now, you are the founding president of this association, but before we start with the association, let's find out a bit about you. Are you one of Hatiç's ex-students?
Yes, correct.
From TMK?
Yes, correct. I'm one of her ex-students, and we were together at TMK, and she was my literature teacher, English literature teacher. So I really love her, and she was perfect for me, and I really thank her for bringing us here actually, and I really thank you for accepting us as your guests.
You're more than welcome.
Oh, thank you. And I have to say that this is our first TV program as Gay Cat, so we are very excited actually with Eda, but very happy as well that we have the chance to introduce ourselves and our organization, society.
Well, it's more than our pleasure to have you here to learn more about your society, about you people, lovely people as well. And may this be the first of many interviews that you have in different languages, in Turkish and German, and whatever language you can speak. But it's great to be the first to have you as a guest on the program. Now, I think that you are a teacher as well yourself.
Yes, my name is Hatiç Kürşad, and I was born in Nicosia here in Cyprus, and I went to Şehit Ertuğrul İlkokulu here. Then I finished Şehit Ertuğrul İlkokulu, and I went to Bayraktar Türk Marif College. And I went to high school, TMK, Türk Marif College, and then I was graduated from there. And I went to Germany. I studied in Germany, and I studied German studies and Greek studies.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic, congratulations.
Thank you. And then I went to England, to University of Birmingham, and I continued my studies there. And then I came back in 2009, and I started working as a teacher. And now I am teacher at Şehit Hüseyin Rus Ortaokulu Secondary School, and also at Türk Marif College, which makes me really happy. To be
teaching in two places?
Yes, correct.
Excellent. And what are you teaching?
I'm teaching German.
German?
Yes, so I'm a teacher. I'm a German teacher.
Wow, excellent. So we have a very talented lady here who can speak many, many languages. I'm now put to shame. I thought that 2 was enough, but I think you have 4 now then. Is it 4?
Yes, 4. And now I'm learning Italian.
Italian?
Yes, actually we have started learning Italian with Eda. But Eda just left me alone now. But hopefully, yes, we will learn Italian together.
Excellent.
Hopefully. Thank you.
And seeing that you've introduced Eda, let's say hello to Eda once again. Hello. Eda, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having us here. It's really nice to be here.
It's great to have you here as well.
Thank you.
And you have joined us to talk about GECAD, which is the Cyprus Young Women's Society. Let's find out a bit more about you. Are you also a student of Hatiç's, or are you not a student of Hatiç's?
Well, I'm not.
No. So can you tell us about your background? Are you from Lefkoşa?
Yes, I'm from Nicosia as well. I was born in England actually, but I came back like after 3 weeks later.
Ah.
And yes, and I graduated from here, from Levent College High School, and then I went to England as well to continue on my studying. I studied international business management. It sounds very nice.
Excellent, very good.
Perfect subject. And then afterwards I went to France for 6 months to learn the language French, and it was lovely there. I really liked it. And in 2010 I came back to Cyprus, and we have a family business, and now I'm trying to deal with that, working at Domino's Pizza as operations.
Ah.
So yeah.
Excellent, well done. So a business lady here as well now, as well.
Exactly,
and
exactly.
I assume that you can also speak French.
A little bit,
A
yes.
little bit.
Yes.
So I'm put to shame now by these lovely ladies who could speak many, many languages. Now, we know about your backgrounds, and let's talk about the reason why you are here today, which is about the Cyprus Young Women Society, or we'll call it GECAD from now on. It's probably easier
Yes.
for everyone to say. Whose idea was this? You are the founding president.
Yes, correct.
Hatiç. So can you tell us a bit about GECAD?
Yes, actually, because I'm a teacher and most of our founders are teachers or business women. So I'm coming from school, so I have contact with society actually. I have contact with students. And I believe like everything has a reason, because first when I was graduated from the university and I came back, I was saying myself, Hatiç, you studied so many languages and why are you now at a public school, a teacher? So I think that's why I was there and I'm still there, because I had chance to meet students who were in need. And first I was really unhappy to see them. And I just didn't have the idea to help them first. And once I want to share this as well, because I came back from England at that time, and I didn't really have, you know, the knowledge about Cyprus at that time, because whenever I was here, everything was better, I think, or our like friends or families were better in position. So whenever I came back, I went to Bayraktar Ortaokulu for 1 year. And there I found one student, a male one, and I asked like, because whenever we are teaching languages, we have to ask like, where you come from, where do you stay? And whenever he told me I'm staying at SOS, I didn't really understand what it meant. And I kept asking him, what is this? And so on, and then I realized what it was. And I was really upset after that. And another girl was in need as well, and I didn't really understand. But whenever I understood that, I got really upset. In first years, I was just upset. And then I said myself, okay, Hatiç, then this is the situation. And you know now that there are people in need in Cyprus as well, in North. So some things have changed. And I started to help them by myself. And there was my student at Güzel Yurt Türk Marif Koleji. I worked there for 3 years as well. And whenever I helped her, she was very happy. And then I said, yes, this is what I want to see actually, because it makes me happy as well. It kept going like this. And last year, I said, okay, I'm helping students and their families now. And I found these girls, Eda, including Eda. And I said, girls, you know, now I have some students and I have their families. Can you help me? Because by myself, I cannot do this. I don't have enough finance, I don't have enough money for that. And I need help from you. They didn't even ask me, and they didn't reject me. So together, as founding members, now they are the founding members, by the way. Yes. Together we just helped those people, and then we have started talking about it, because first we didn't really spoke about, like Eda never told me, Hatiç, yes, I helped some people as well, or I didn't really say, I don't want to say as well that I'm helping people morally or financially, because people should help people. Yeah. And this is not for saying this. This is just feeling yourself happy. So we have started talking about that, and then we said, okay, I said actually, let's join to an organization to make this bigger, to help them to become members, so to help these organizations, to help these societies. And we were talking with Ada and Gülten. They told me, Hatiç, come on, let's join, but there is actually no organization for us, because Gülten said, for example, my grandmother is at that organization. Should we go there and join and then sit with all those people, because they are older than us? They are at the age of our grandparents and mothers. And that was the same. And I started looking for myself an organization for young women, so we can join and we can drink coffee together, we can chat about our problems or about everything, and meanwhile, we can help people in need. So, because we couldn't find any, we have decided to establish GECAT. This is how GECAT was established.
A lovely story there, fantastic information, Hatiç. So really, it's an idea that inspired you to help other people, but you wanted to make it more official,
Yes.
get everyone else involved, people who are similar in thinking like you, who want to help. And so there wasn't, as you said, maybe a young women's platform for younger generation to join. Because I agree with you. My mother, for instance, she's, excuse me, sorry, she's in her 70s. My mother, she's part of Lions, for instance, the Lions group. I mean, there are lots of great groups, by the way, out there. We have to mention that there are many, many
Yes.
groups, Lions and Rotary, Rotarians, but they're more of a, higher age range.
Yes,
of
I mean,
people.
they're doing well. They're
Yes.
doing very well, and I appreciate them as well. But actually, what we couldn't find was the age, as you said.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to go and meet them, but I think there should be some difference in the age.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. So you came together. So Eda, you felt the same way as Hatiç, and you said,
That's
yes, I want to join. Is that, I mean, how did it happen? Were you having coffee one day? You said, let's all do this together. I mean,
Actually, I think I was in my honeymoon when she texted me saying,
correct.
No.
I'm planning to establish a society like this. So
no rest on your honeymoon even.
not at all. Well, so I think it was like this, and
Yeah.
the day after I came from my honeymoon, she came with the papers and legislation and everything. So she was like, "Okay, I created it. Let's read it and sign it to start from the
Excellent.
establishment." So yes, what my friend did here is a great thing. It's very nice of her. So we all wanted to be a part of it because we all do social responsibilities by ourselves, but we don't mention that too much, because when we mention it too much, there will be more people coming towards you, and by yourself it's difficult to deal with all the problems.
Of course, you can't save anyone or help everyone.
Exactly, and now with GECAT we'll be able to spread it around what we're doing. So also it will be an example to other people, and we're hoping to inspire other people by showing them what we are doing and how we are doing. And it's a really very nice to be able to put a smile on a child or on a woman. It's really nice to see that. It also makes you smile as well. So we're happy.
Yes, you
to
look
have
happy.
a-
You've got great
yes.
smiles on your faces. I would like to say that this is the introduction letter that you've given
Yes,
for us to share. You have a copy as well, obviously. Helping others through socialising, teaching while learning, and enabling happiness in others while smiling is what GECAD aims to achieve. It goes without saying that the young Cypriot women of the TRMC are highly educated, independent, hard-working, able to read, develop through socialising, and are ready to help those in need, be it morally or financially. And that's a really great introduction to what you want to do, and you've summarised that very well in your own personal story there about how you set this up. Now, you've got a list here of the people who are registered in the association. Are you now, is it an association? Are you a charity? How would you describe yourself? I mean, are you an official group now that's
Yes.
registered?
Correct.
Yeah?
So our organization, our society was officially registered by Nicosia District Governor's Office on the 16th of October 2016.
Right.
And we did our first meeting, board of, what was that, general?
General
Yes,
meeting.
general meeting on 12th of November 2016. And I was elected as the general president, and Eda Akdeniz, Mrs. Eda Akdeniz, Gül, and then I have to read all the other names. I want to read, by the way.
Please do share, yes.
Eda Akdeniz, Ayten Okan Özseyhan, Fatma Gül Öge, Gözde Yorgancıoğlu, and Nadia Reşatoğlu Kürşad were chosen as a board of directors, and Mrs. Güler Denktaş Dedezade, Eylül Eser Vural, Meryem Gürkut was chosen as a board of supervisors, and Asya Denktaş, Gürsem Karabardak, and Mrs. Seda Yorgancıoğlu as the disciplinary board. So these were also founding members of our society.
Very official, very well set up, and very new. So congratulations on getting all this accomplished. You had your first meeting just over a month ago, so it must have been a very good, exciting time for you to get together officially under the banner of GECAD. So here you are today to talk about GECAD. You have, I was told by Hatice Kerimgil, your teacher, that you have an event coming up later on this month.
Yes, correct.
So what's your first event? What's coming up next week?
Next week on 23rd of December, we are organizing a New Year charity dinner. This is for 130 young women and their children. We want to support these women and these children. And these children are now going to school at Yeni Cami Anaokulu. So we want to help them. That's why we are organizing our first New Year charity dinner. And we are expecting actually everyone there who want to help. And I want to add something as well. On Saturday, on this Saturday, on the 17th it is? Yes, on the 17th of December, we're putting a tree in front of Selimiye Mosque. And we want it to be a symbol of charity, of helping others, and hope. And we will call it Eskar, which means snow. And we want also to show with this tree that integration is also possible. I mean, we will bring it from another place, and we will put it there.
A live tree, a real tree in front of the mosque?
Tree, yes.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes, and we are doing it with the help of Lefkoşa Türk Belediyesi and with the help of Orman Dairesi.
Right, okay.
Yes, and we want it to be a symbol of help and hope. And also the integration. I really want to put some emphasis on this integration part.
Yeah.
Because, of course, we are planning to help young women, and we want to help Cypriot young women. But we want also to help women from other nationalities, because as we know and as we can see, we have a different society right now. We don't have only Cypriots, Turkish Cypriots, but we have women from other races, actually, from other nationalities, from Turkey, from Syria. And I think we don't do enough to integrate them to our society. So what we want to do actually is not just give or support them financially, and of course Cypriot women in need financially and morally, but we want also to give education and integrating seminars, or we can say, to make or to integrate these young women in our society, into our society as well. So this is very important for us, because as we can see at schools as well, and I think Ada can see it at the work as well, we have different people now. We have different races. We have different people from different religion or religious background. So we can see that, okay, we are educating the children at school, but I think it is not enough. Because whenever we are trying to teach them, let's say I just try to teach them German, but then I have some observations that they don't really know our culture. So this is a big gap between us. I mean, this is the reality at our public schools right now.
Yeah.
At our times, it wasn't like that. I don't really remember that I have friends from other society, from other nationalities, from other countries. But right now it is very different. So I think what we are aiming to do is just to integrate these families or these young women into our society as well, and to show them our culture, to give them maybe seminars, and yes, helping them in that way as well. Or like teaching them Turkish maybe.
Yeah. But do you think that these ladies are willing to integrate? I mean, do they need somebody or a group like yours to maybe show them the way, to give them seminars, to maybe integrate them into our society? Because you know, it works both ways, doesn't it? You need for them to be able to say yes, we'll come and, I mean, you know, you're very warm and giving and you want to help. And yes, we do have a multicultural society, but are you getting good feedback from people who are maybe from Syria or from other nationalities? I mean, do they want to come and meet with the locals? And
well, some
learn?
of them, of course, and I think this number will increase in time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have, because I went to university in Germany, I saw that, I mean, there was the same problem as well.
Yeah.
So at first, because we were reading from the history books, at first, of course, there was not very big success. But meantime, I think they were successful. I mean, integrating courses, integrating seminars are right now successful in Germany. And I think this can be happening also here in North Cyprus.
Interesting, very interesting.
I mean, I have hopes.
In the beginning, they maybe will not want to be a part of this kind of society, but in the, they might be a little bit shy, but you need to
encourage them.
Encourage them. So that's what we're going to do to help a woman who is shy and doesn't want to integrate. So we can encourage them and we can give them seminar, educate them. Maybe we can inspire them by ourselves, but she is a woman teacher, she's standing by her own feet, or maybe a businesswoman can inspire her a little bit to be, you know, so it might be a little bit slow progress, but
it will work.
It will work. We are hoping that it will work.
Excellent, you're going to do a great job, I think. So tell us a bit about your plans for the future. I mean, Eda, let me ask you. You are the secretary of the
That's
group,
correct,
newly
yes.
elected, and I'm sure you've got a great year ahead of you now. 2017 is around the corner. It is a very difficult time around the whole world and in Cyprus as well. Lots going on, lots of troubles. But what you are doing, I think, is giving a little bit of hope to everyone,
Exactly.
and especially for the women in society. What do you hope to achieve next year? I mean, will you be you know, because you're both very busy with your own jobs anyway.
That's what first I said to her. I said to her, you're working very much, and how do you think you'll find a time for such project, for such organizations? She said, I will for sure. So I said, if you can find time, I'll find time for sure. So yes, we're busy working, but this is something different actually. So we can of course find time for introduce ourselves as well and encourage women.
So will you be holding regular meetings and
Exactly.
discussing projects and what to do?
Exactly. That's actually the main, one of the main issues of this organization, to socialize and teach and educate.
Yeah.
At the same time socializing. So we'll be having regular monthly meetings and things like that for sure, yes.
Will you have, is there an office that you have, or will there be a meeting place? Like, for instance, this month we'll be meeting at this location, or
Yes.
a certain, I don't know, maybe have coffee somewhere, or I don't know how you're going to be holding the meetings, but will there be regular meetings?
Yes,
Hatiç?
until next year, June 2017 then, we have for every month one event. And we have started with, or we will be starting with this dinner, New Year charity dinner. And next month we will be starting a project. In Turkish, I think, should I say it in Turkish?
Yes, say it in Turkish, yeah.
Her kadına bir harf ol. So be a letter for each woman. With this project, we are aiming to teach those women who do not know how to write and read.
Fantastic.
Yes, so we are meeting for that, and we are planning a meeting in coffee shops owned by young women, young Cypriot women. So each month, whenever we are meeting at the coffee shop of a young woman, Cypriot woman. So we actually support these women, these Cypriot women as well, because as we said, I think you read it before, helping others through socializing.
Yes.
So we just don't want to help people, but we want to collect, or we want to gather all the Cypriot young women together. Because I said, as before, when we first met, we don't have even time to meet with our friends and drink coffee. So whenever we are doing this society, I said, come on people, come on girls, then we will have to meet with each other. And now we are calling other friends as well and saying, girls, in January we have a meeting and you need to come because it is something for good. So that is how we are trying to socializing and at the same time helping people. So I think the coffee shop owners will be happy as well.
Very happy to have extra customers like you guys, you girls there as well.
But you know, because they want to help us as well, they just keep the prices very low and they give extra, you know, financial support for the project. So actually it's win-win situation.
Very good win-win situation there. I'd like to ask you, for instance, Eda, you have, let's say you were talking about lessons and teaching, like be a lesson for each woman. So you're going to have provide these lessons for women who can't read or write. First of all, how do you know who to find? How do you know, where do you have a list of the women who need the help, for instance, one? And how will the lessons work? Will you, I mean, who will support you in giving these lessons? Are you doing it voluntarily? Will you be funded by somebody? Because it's important to know how it works out. I mean, do you work with social services, for instance, knowing the underprivileged families or people who, I mean, how do you find these women who need help, Hatiç?
Actually, because from the schools, we know some people. And whenever people have heard about our organization, society, then they started phoning us and saying, you know, we have that family as well, we have that woman as well, or she's a cleaning lady at our house, but she doesn't know how to read and write. So this is how we get to know people.
Cyprus
actually
is very small, so once you start to represent something, it will come to you. So I don't think it will be very difficult to reach these kind of women. So I think it will be easy. Plus, social services always gives us names, and so I don't think it will be very difficult to reach them.
As you say, once people know that you are there,
exactly, they will come to us directly.
Definitely.
In the beginning, we might need some fundings maybe for support these kind of lessons, but we have teachers, for instance, even in our society organization as well. We have Turkish teacher. She can teach English or German, so it won't be difficult to find a teacher. The place is also ready, kind of.
So again, you know, this is all your efforts
exactly.
coming out here. Obviously, when you, like you say, when you are organising monthly events, people will hear about this, and you know, GECAD will become more important in our minds. But do you need funding to do this?
Of course. I mean, now we are doing this voluntarily, and we are happy to do this voluntarily. But of course, we need fundings.
So how will that work? Will you be? I mean, like, you know, you have a meal coming up now, as you said, next week. Who funds this? How will there be tickets being sold?
Yes.
Then we can help you fund your work. I mean, will you be holding events like this to raise money for your work?
Yes, we have tickets for the dinner, and it is 130 Turkish lira, and it is we will accept them as funding. Actually,
all the funds will go to this project, 130 Women's Project. So, from the
excellent. We never mentioned where the meal will be held, where you are holding it.
Correct. It will be at Merit Park Hotel in Girne from 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock at night. Yeah.
And how can anyone get tickets? Is it via members of the...
Yes, via members, or they can reach us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page.
Okay. We'll give out the details of how to contact you at the end of the interview, towards the end.
Sure.
But I want to carry on talking about the group, because obviously now, you know, you've become official, established. Can other young ladies who are watching now join you?
Of course, and they're very welcome to join us. But the only thing that we need is they have to be between 18 and 45.
Right.
Of course, this is a bit jokey thing, I think, because of the older women, I have to say, because whenever they heard about it, they said, Hatiç, we feel ourselves young enough to join you. Although we are like more than 45, older than 45. Of course, they are very welcome to fund us and to help us, but unfortunately, only women between 18 and 45 years can join us, and they are very welcome. We have registration forms, application forms. They can have these application forms from our website as well, on Facebook, or they can contact us to get these registration forms, let's say, whenever they want, and they're very welcome to join us.
And we also have a yearly fee as well for the to be a member, of
Yes.
course.
Right, okay then, that's good, because you need to know
Exactly.
that, you know, when you pay in, you'll remember your money is being used very wisely by these lovely ladies who have organised some great events, or will be organising great events over the next year. Obviously, because this interview is in English, and maybe many of our viewers are non-Turkish speaking, you guys speak very good English.
Thank you.
If you hold a meeting, will you be able to hold it in both Turkish and then translate to English for those who maybe don't know Turkish? Is that all right for you to do?
Yes, we have English teachers at our society, and we have also a person whose mother language is English.
Right.
So we will not have any problems, and as you can see as well, we have translated all the documents into English.
Yes.
So for languages, I don't think that we have problems for languages.
Of course not. Not with all the languages you all speak, German and French and Greek and Turkish and English. You know, you've covered most of the languages that are here on the island. So there's no problem if you don't understand Turkish. You can still come along and
Of course.
Join the...
Especially if they want to practice, or if they're learning Turkish and they want to practice Turkish, or they want to learn Turkish, they're very welcome to join us, drink coffee, and have a chat with us. Yes.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Everyone is welcome. And I assume you are based in Lefkoşa. The bars or the coffee houses that you've chosen so far,
Yes.
are they mainly in the capital?
Yes, in the capital, yes.
Right, okay then. So just to warn you that you'd have to come to Lefkoşa, Nicosia, to join the...
Maybe we can
go
have
to
the-
Kyrenia as well. So
Or if
I
there's a
mean,
young
why wouldn't we?
woman who's owning a coffee
I
shop
was
in
going
Guinea.
exactly.
Yes,
I was
you
going to
know.
say that. Why not?
Why not?
We can go
Travel.
around and travel and meet new people, see new places. That will be perfect for us.
Excellent. Guinea, Gazimausa, Güzelliot, who knows
Exactly.
where you'll travel. But talking about the kar or the snow tree on Saturday,
Yeah.
when this program that we're recording now is aired, it'll be Saturday morning, this Saturday, 17th. What time will you be putting the tree in front of the...
It's 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be there now, fingers crossed, whilst we are speaking. So go along to the tree.
And we will decorate it as well. I mean, it's a cultural thing, you know, because most of the Turkish Cypriots are not Christians. But even though we are really having this Christmas tree and we are decorating, and whenever people are from other countries, they don't really, or they cannot understand this, because whenever I was in England, they were asking me, Hatiç, oh my God, you are coming from a Muslim country and you are decorating Christmas tree in England. Why are you doing this? Because it is our culture. That's why we want to show to others as well that this is something cultural, and this is our culture, and this is how we want to start everything, actually.
It's a great symbol, actually, for the end of this year and for the start of the new year.
Yeah.
In fact, I mean, it's known as a Christmas tree, but we call it in Turkish Yıl Ağacı, which is, of course, New Year tree. I mean, we do it, that tree is our symbol as well. I mean, it is in our culture to have a tree, maybe in your home. But obviously, this is a lovely symbol that you have chosen, and a wonderful way to get everyone together. And so you'll be decorating the tree on that day. Maybe you'll see the girls there
Decorating there, and yes, everything.
It'd be a really good way to get everyone together. But I think, I mean, how are you feeling now? I mean, this was your dream in a way, that you saw all these people who needed help, and now you've made it into a society with all your acquaintances, your friends joining you. Are you proud of what you've achieved so far, Hatiç?
I am proud, and I think we will be able to achieve more. And I'm really excited, and I want to see more actually. Because yes, this was my dream, and I am really thankful to my friends, including Ada, to support me, because on my own, I couldn't really do that. So I'm really happy that they supported me, and they're still supporting me. And I believe that there are many women, many young women, Cypriot women, who are willing to help, and financially or morally. They are willing to help, and I believe that they will join us as well, and they will help us to do this together. And I believe that, and I am sure, we will achieve a good success in the society.
I agree as well. I think that having, we laugh about age, or, okay, not over 45, please, even though you feel young out there. But there are a lot of young women like yourselves who are well educated, who have maybe gone abroad and come back to Cyprus. Coming back to Cyprus and seeing the country in a different light, maybe is incentive for you to do something like this. You could have stayed in Germany, maybe, or England, or you could have even stayed in England. Do you have a great future, or do you think there's a great future for Cyprus with you lovely ladies coming together, a young women society like you? Do you think there's going to be, you can make a change? Do you think there'll be a difference in the future? If everyone comes together under maybe GECAT like you've formed now?
Of course. Yeah? I mean, yes, we have as a country problems. Yes. But I think we have very educated people, very smart people, and very good people. And whenever we come together, I still have hopes for my country. That's why I came back. And I think most of my students now, they are in England or in Germany, I think they will be back as well, because Cyprus needs us. I mean, North Cyprus needs young people, young women, and their support. And I believe that we will succeed it. I mean, I believe that there is a good future for us in Cyprus. I never think that there will be more problems in Cyprus, and I don't want to think, because nowadays, everyone is thinking in a bad way because of the situations here. But I don't agree. I mean, we have to do something. I mean, it was my first years, as I said before. I was very unhappy, I was very upset, but I didn't do anything. And then I realized that I have to do something for the future. And whenever other people, or they have realized maybe, whenever we just get together under GECAT, maybe, or under other organizations, it doesn't really, whenever it comes to the, how can I say, country situation, for me, everything is acceptable. Yeah. So under GECAT, let's say, we will be very successful, and we will be very helpful for our country, for North Cyprus, yes.
Eda, I'd like to ask you, I mean, there you are, talking maybe over coffee with friends like Hatiç, and we want to help this person or that child or that woman or that family. One thing, saying and doing nothing is one thing, but now you are acting, which is very important, to actually do something that is not just on paper, but doing something real. Are you happy to be part of this now, to help Hatiç realize her dream? Because obviously it's your dream and the dreams of all the other people who are founding members and who are active in this group. I mean, was it your, could you imagine yourself doing this a few years ago? Can you imagine yourself now saying, oh my God, I'm part of GECAT,
Well, I've been doing social responsibility since a very long time, actually. So I always loved to do social responsibility with handicapped, with children in need and everything. So I really enjoy doing it. Like I mentioned before, putting a smile on someone is a perfect sense for me. So I'm very, very happy to be a part of this organization, so that I'm hoping that will be a good example to other people to do more social responsibilities, and even with women, children, and everyone in need. So Once again, I'm thanking my friend Hatiç to establish such an organization and let us be part of it to help people.
Fantastic, it's great.
Women.
I'd like to end now by asking you about contact. I know you mentioned before about how to contact you. I think you said Facebook, didn't you?
Yes.
Before.
We have a Facebook page, Kıbrıs Genç Kadınlar Derneği.
Right. So that's so we have to write that in Turkish, yes?
Correct.
Okay.
Kıbrıs,
Say it again.
Kıbrıs Genç Kadınlar Derneği.
Right.
You have to write it on Facebook and you can find our page.
Page there, and will you be sharing events there? What's going on? News?
Yes,
Everything.
actually we are using a lot Facebook. Yes.
Social media is one of the most common thing
Yes,
at the moment,
everyone's
and it's the best way to spread what you're doing and to people to reach you is the best way of communication at the moment. So
Excellent.
And
We
Eda
also-
is holding the phone, I think.
yes, we also have a phone
they
number.
phone, Eda will answer the phone.
Okay.
They have to call.
Do you know the number?
Yes, I know.
Can you share that, please, with us now?
Of course, 0533 884 0402.
Fantastic.
It will be
And
available from tomorrow.
as from
Hopefully,
tomorrow,
yes.
you can phone Eda Akdeniz, and maybe if they find you on Facebook,
Yes.
your friends or people who know
Of course.
Eda Akdeniz and Hatiç Kürşad, and they can maybe get information about
Of course.
your
Whenever
events,
they
or even
want.
tickets for the event.
Yes.
Coming up, the New Year Ball, which will raise money for underprivileged children and women, and it's a fantastic way to end this horrible year around the world and in North Cyprus as well. We want to end on a positive note. So what a great way to end 2016 by helping these lovely ladies. And again, if you'd like to contact them and to become a member even and find out where the next meeting is, you will have a meeting probably in January next now?
January, yes.
Okay then, so there's still time to join the next meeting if you want to find out more about the Kıbrıs Young Women's Society, or GEKAD. And I want to say thank you for coming in today. It's been a fascinating interview.
Thank you
Good
for
luck with
having
all
us.
your work.
Thank you.
Please share with us the information that you get. We'd love to read it out on the radio and share with other people here at BRT. Make sure that you are there in everyone's minds, that we know to help you and support you. I hope that you get a lot of support. Good luck with all your
Hopefully.
work.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
inviting us.
You're more
And
than
we are
welcome.
very happy to know you, actually.
Lovely to know you as well. Hopefully it'll be a good friendship in the
Yes,
future.
hopefully,
we can
yeah.
help each other out.
That will be
promote each
perfect.
other
I mean,
as
I'm
well.
sorry that you cannot be our member, but we would like to have you.
One, I'm not the right sex. Secondly, I'm not the right age either. I'm too old for you.
So we
I'm
lost
afraid.
you.
So,
Unfortunately, we lost you.
I've just become 45, so I'm
just lost
too
you.
old for you anyway. But anyway, I wish you many, many years of success
Thank you
with
very much.
GEKAD, and I hope that you get a lot of support for what you're doing. You're doing great work, so congratulations from now.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
Thank you. Yes, a great interview there with Hatiç and Eda from GEKAD. That's the Kıbrıs Young Women's Society. To find out more, you can also contact me here at BRTK, and I'll put you through to the girls. But for now, thank you for watching A Cup of Conversation. Until next week, take care. Bye-bye.